If we're talking about big events so far in 2026, without a doubt, Noche de los Grandes from Triple A has to be included, or at least mentioned. To be honest, I think this is the first time I've watched a Triple A event all the way through. I usually only watched a few matches, the main events, or followed the storylines of the big American stars. But the Night of the Greats was really incredible, even more so since it was the event where the historic and eternal rivalry of the big American stars would finally end. Well, even though it was an incredible event, it wasn't free of mistakes, so for now I'll stop talking and today I'll show you 5 mistakes that happened at the Night of the Greats. Number 5, the short guy's entrance. One of the most booed moments of the night was definitely the entrance of the American short guy. The original Big American made his entrance with a band of mariachis dressed in black, and with truly incredible booing from the vast majority of the Monterrey arena. However, when the original big guy was about to come out, a sound problem was heard in the arena and also on television. It's not known if it was really a sound problem with the mariachi band or with the venue's amplification. What's certain is it sounded bad, especially for those of us with the TV turned up all the way. Anyway, the good thing is that this happened during Chaparro's entrance and not during the entrance of our beloved and now only great American. Either way, we love you, chat. Number 4. The fall of Octagon Jr. During recordings for Night 2 of Noche de los Grandes, they faced each other. Joaquin Wilde versus Mini Vikingo versus Lince Dorado versus Octagon Jr. versus Cruz del Toro. However, some fan videos revealed that Octagon Jr. did not land well at all after a move was performed on him from the top rope in the corner. The referee, seeing him screaming in pain, decided to ask if there was a real problem, and Octagon confirmed it. That's when the referee decided to make the famous X sign to signal that Octagon Jr. was indeed injured and for real. Different videos from fans showed us what happened to Octagon Jr. and how he had to be taken out of the Monterrey arena. Although this was an injury, it can also be considered a mistake since Octagon landed headfirst in the ring and there was no real effort from Octagon to try to change the way he fell onto the ring. It's not known if maybe Octagon Jr.'s mind was somewhere else, or if he was distracted at that moment, but many people on social media believe that his injury could have been avoided. Number 3, the mask match. One of the most viral moments of the Night of the Greats was the entrance of the original Gran Americano. Although I already mentioned that most of the boos were directed at him, one of the most curious moments, which turned out to be a mistake during his entrance, was when Gran Americano tried to take the mask off a fan in the front row. I don't think this moment was planned at all, and if Gran Americano came up with it on the spot, it was a pretty bad decision because it ended up ruining his own moment as a villain. If you're not sure about taking off the mask, what's the point of trying to wrestle with a fan, and even worse, having that fan end up beating you in that struggle? It looked weird. It looked strange that Gran Americano ended up looking ridiculous with his own entrance, but well, you have to give credit to that fan for the incredible energy and strength he has. Number 2, the manager. What a joy it was for all of us to see the general manager of Triple A, Rey Mysterio. He appeared before the main event match between the two great American wrestlers. It was truly amazing to see him. What wasn't so well received was his entrance, since Rey Mysterio took too long to appear. His music kept playing and playing, and the guy from San Diego didn't show up until after a minute. Triple A's production had to... They started showing some camera shots of the audience to fill that empty moment. Many fans joked on social media about this moment and even said that Rey Mysterio walked all the way from San Diego to Monterrey, and that's why it was taking so long. But anyway, we don't know if this was a production decision for Mysterio to come out so late or if there was some backstage issue that prevented Rey Mysterio from coming out earlier. Number 1. Blow by blow. The main event fight between the Great Americans was truly spectacular. The fans gave both of them a standing ovation, and in my case, I take my hat off to both of them. They showed a unique aggressiveness worthy of a final match in an epic rivalry. However, there was a moment when they were exchanging blows that looked way too fake. The camera shots didn't help at all either, and you could see how the punches from the original Big American weren't even landing on the other Big American's face. Maybe the fans in the arena didn't notice, but those watching on television realized it immediately. And as I said before, the camera angles didn't help much either. But you know, after all, this mistake, which is something to consider, actually falls short compared to the amazing match that both Great Americans gave us. I dare say it's been a long time since I've seen a match of this magnitude on television. In fact, right now, while I'm finishing this video, Clash in Italy is happening on Netflix. And for now, no match has surpassed what we saw at Noche de los Grandes. Really, a huge round of applause, one for Chad Gable, who despite losing, showed incredible humility, love, and respect for what he does, and in the end, was cheered by all the fans at Arena Monterrey, even though he was booed when he entered. But in the end, the match was so good that both of them ended up earning the respect of the entire arena, all of Latin America, and all wrestling fans. So a huge round of applause not only for the people in the main event, but for everyone who participated in this event. Noche de los Grandes was truly spectacular. The matches were incredible and the wrestlers' quality speaks for itself. Now I understand why so many people genuinely praise the work that Undertaker is doing at T-Todia. But you know what? This isn't just Undertaker's work, it's a team effort. And even though there were mistakes, like in every event, they were minimal compared to the amazing show that everyone who stepped into the ring gave us, as well as everyone behind the scenes. Oi is making headlines, but not for nothing. It's because of their incredible quality in the ring.